What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the podcast. It's your girl Shelly Nicole with the Remedy Podcast. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody had a great weekend. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Hope you guys went out and enjoyed yourselves because I did. I went out with my friends. We went to what is the name of the place that we went to? I'm literally looking it up on my phone. Spanglish NYC. Went to Spanglish NYC. It is in Bayside, Queens. It was really nice. The food was great. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. It opens up at noon. And it was good. It was lit. We had a good time. Went kind of early because all three of us worked the next day. And I go to work now an hour earlier, so God be with me. But nonetheless, we enjoyed ourselves. We had a good time. Saturday, I went out for a pre-Mother's Day brunch with my godmother, my aunt, my mom, my godsister, cousin, and my brother. And we all went out just to celebrate Mother's Day. My mom is not a big... If I sound really hoarse, it's the allergies. I know, we've been getting nothing but rain these last 2 days, so hopefully this will help when it comes to my allergies because, yeah, it's been kicking. I always say this, but since the spring started, I've been saying it's been kicking my ass because it has been kicking my ass. But nonetheless, if you hear, all of this, that's just really what it is. But either way, yeah, we did the brunch a week before because my mom, my God, I think all of them now, they all have gotten to the age where it's just yeah, no, I'm not sitting here going back and forth fighting with the crowds and the overprice, how everything just bumps up in price because it's a holiday. So getting the flowers was cheaper and then going out to dinner was cheaper. It still wasn't bad. We went to, oh my God, the name is right there, but I just can't, I have the place pictured in my head, but I can't think of the name. But when I do find out the name, I'll put it in the description and I'll let you guys know where I went. But the food was good too. We went for brunch. I had steak and eggs, but I divided it with my brother. He had French toast, but the food was good. I mean, the food was good. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. But yeah, so the weekend was great. Friday, I took Bay to a Poetry Me Please. Something that he's interested in, something that he likes. So I took him there in the city. We took the train because baby, who was driving? Nobody. So we took the train, which was very easy. And we enjoyed it. It was fun. It was a good time. I had a good time. He loved it. So that was great. We walked around the city for a little bit and then headed back. So it was good. It was a good time. So like I said, I had a very eventful weekend, but this is why I decided to make today's episode today instead of yesterday, because I already knew my weekend was going to be hella busy, but still obviously being consistent, like I said, and that I was going to be doing this year, and still had something that I definitely want to talk about because it has been brought to my attention. A lot of these topics lately have been brought to my attention and people have been asking for me to speak on it, wanting my advice. So, I'm always here for it, always here to help. So tonight's episode is, are you really ready for a relationship or are you just lonely? And this question was asked to me, well, not to me, for me to answer, but it was brought up because they were considering getting back into a relationship, wanting to date again, but felt like they weren't sure because it was mostly out of fear and out of trauma and not really sure as to what they really wanted. this person actually just, well, hasn't really dated that much. From what she told me, she just, dated here and there. She wasn't really taking anybody serious. It was just dates. But the last relationship that she was in was really bad. And she was only in it for about a year, but she said it did teach her a lot about men, about herself. And ever since ever since they broke up, it's been about 2 years. And she's dated here and there, but she has this feeling of, do I even want to be in something serious, or am I just cool with just being by myself? So I asked, like, what does she love about being in a relationship, and then what does she love about being by herself? And she said that being by herself was her solitude, like just not having to answer to anybody, not having to say anything, to check in on anyone, to really be a helper. Because, in a relationship, it's not just about you. You're obviously there to boost and help your partner as well. They're going to do all the work. But yes, you are supposed to be there to give them a push and to listen to them and, hear them when they're venting. And just, not just always happy things, but sometimes when things just don't always go the way that we all planned it for it to happen, right? So she said it was just not being those things, and then also not having to worry about her appearance. Like, it's not that she doesn't like to dress up, but it's when she was in a relationship, she felt that she always had to be done up, even when she was in the house, where she had to have her not have her hair wrapped up. Her hair had to be down, or at least that's what she felt like. It wasn't like he was making demands, but that's how she felt. Because of how he would look at her. He would look at her differently if she had her hair down, or if she like wore something sexy around the house or cute around the house, compared to her just putting on some sweats, a long t-shirt, and her hair was a mess. So she felt like she always had to be on her A game, and if she wasn't, then she felt like maybe he wasn't going to be attracted to her. Which I said to her, well, then why even be with someone like that? Because you have to be able to take me in all areas at all times. Whether I'm done up, lashes on, nails on, hair done, and the whole bit. And then when I'm looking a ragtag mess, when I'm just like, yeah, no, I don't feel like doing my hair, or my hair is wrapped up, and I'm putting on sweatpants and a hoodie, and I'm feeling real like laid back, I don't give a... Right? So you don't want to be with anybody who's making you feel like you have to be or look like this said person. And a lot of it goes back to social media, but again, we're not going to go there. So nonetheless, this is what she told me. And when she finished telling me all the things about, and then I asked her the question again about, now what is it about being in a relationship that you loved? And she said it was the companionship. It was having someone there. It was having someone who will listen to you. It's having the love, the affection, the attention, obviously the sex, and the dates. Like, she loved all of it. So she was teetering between the two. Does she want to be with someone? Does she want to be in a relationship? Or does she want to just be by herself and not have to deal with everything that she said on that list of that, what comes with having to be in a relationship? And I feel like it's understandable, and especially in today's dating dilemma, debauchery, all of it, anything that you could think of, the shit fest, the pool that it's in. You want to make sure you're giving your time to someone who is intentional and who really wants the same things that you want, because there are people out here who are wasting other people's times. And it's not just a woman's thing, it's both. I feel like there are women out here who are wasting men's time, men who are genuinely looking for something serious, and you're just out here looking for someone to pay for everything, and you don't want to take them serious. And then you have men out here who are wasting other women's time, who just want to find a woman to take care of them because their mother never took care of them, and wanting to have financial stability with a woman who has her shit together, who has her life in order, and just want to be a leech. So it's, you have both on both ends of the spectrum. And when the conversations like this come up too, I really hate when men sit here, because the majority of it is men. I feel like, just even from my lives, I feel like a lot of women, we tend to take accountability for, yes, there are other women out here who are doing weird shit and who are making it harder for genuine women like me and a bunch of other women that I know who really have their head on their shoulders, have things going on for themselves, who want real genuine partnership. But then you have these slime balls who just want you for what you got in your pocket and what you're driving and what you wear, and really don't give a damn about you. But I think that we can attest to holding other women accountable for doing that, whereas men don't necessarily do that. Whenever I would bring that up, as far as men holding each other accountable, the first thing that all or majority of the men say is, well, that's your fault, because why are you dating men that are like that? Instead of saying, there are shit men out there like that. You guys know that there are men like that. Your homeboy is like that. Your cousin is like that. Your father was like that. So is your uncle. So is the homeboys around the block. But you won't take accountability to what they're doing because, well, that's not my business. But hold each other accountable. I'm not saying that it's your business, but understand that there are men who are out here being bums, being crumbheads, being leeches to women who actually genuinely want something, being told lies, and then later on you find that it's like they put on this nice facade and then they switch and everything switches. Now you start seeing the real them. You start seeing the real version of them. They get comfortable, they get lazy, or they get complacent, and they just don't feel like they need to do much of anything else. And then you really start to see the side of them that wasn't there. It exists. So that's the one thing I wish men would just stop doing. Stop making it seem like you're one of a million guys who has it, who's perfect, who doesn't think the same way that all other men think, which is fine. But at the same time, again, hold each other accountable. Say that, yeah, there are some dickheads out here that are not doing what men are supposed to be doing, or who are not living up to the standards of what men are supposed to be doing, not of what society has painted a man to be, but just as what a man is supposed to be and to bring to a relationship. So then it dawned on me that there are probably a lot of people who are thinking this. And granted, the summer is here. I don't know if we're still in that young-headed way of thinking as far as it's the summertime, who really wants to be in a relationship, versus it's cuffing season and let me find somebody from September to April and then break up with them by I hope we're not still thinking that same type of way. So when thinking about all of this, I thought about, okay, how are you going to know the difference? Or for anybody who's trying to figure this out, whether it's, again, I hope it's not a summer thing, because I think we got over this whole summer being single, wintertime, cuffing. I hope we got over that mentality, because that's the dumbest shit ever. But if you're not sure if you want to be in a relationship or you want to be by yourself, know the difference first between having a companion and having someone who's just fun. Having a companion is obviously somebody who you want to do life with, whether that leads to long-term relationship or marriage, whichever one fits you guys. That's who obviously is going to be your companion. someone who you just want to have a good time with. It's a Saturday night, or it's the weekend, or you want to do a weekend getaway. You call them up, hey, what are you doing? Nothing? Okay, cool. You go get some drinks. You go, probably have some fun, whatever the case is. And then, boom, come back home. Get your rocks off. That's it. See you later. See you next weekend. So this other part that I thought about was, if you feel like you're not ready because you're not, quote unquote, fully healed, then you will be waiting forever to be in a relationship. Now, when I say this, I mean this as far as everybody's going to take it within their own personal journey, wherever they are in life. If you have obviously been, and the time frame is going to be different, right? If you have been in a relationship for 10 years, this is somebody who you've been with forever, and it's, you guys finally broke up, you got a divorce, whatever the case is, that time frame of you being single may be longer than someone who has never been married, or who has just been in a relationship for 3 years, or someone who's in a relationship for 5, a year, whatever, right? And it also depends on whatever happened in that relationship. It's going to take time, nonetheless. What I'm saying is, when I put these time frames together, I'm saying don't wait forever to feel like forever. That will be the time that you're fully healed. If you get what I'm saying. Like being healed, coming fully cleansed from your trauma, from your past. There's no set time. There is no time frame. There's no actual moment of when it will actually be, when you'll be fully healed. It takes time. It will take forever. Being healed can take literally forever. But I feel like if you think that you are ready for a relationship, and if you feel like, you know what, time is not waiting for anyone, which we obviously see, which we know, you could be here today and be gone tomorrow. You could be here right now and then gone in 15 minutes. You don't know when your time is up. And if one thing that you do want to do is have someone who genuinely loves you and you love them, and you build a family, or again, whatever it is you envision your love life to be, if you're pausing on it because you want to be fully healed from your past, understand that you're going to be waiting for a very long time. And that is just my personal opinion. I don't feel like, okay, so for me, right, I took my time. Yes, I dated. I still, entertained. I still dated. I still talked, whatever. But I didn't get into anything serious until recently. And even during that time of me just dating, I was still figuring out what it is I need to do differently as I move forward. Learning to let go of what it is that I accepted. Learning to let go of what it is they did to me, and understand that, okay, that was them. That had nothing to do with me. Not internalizing what others have done to make it seem like I was the problem. You know what I'm saying? So giving yourself the time to heal, yes. I wouldn't say jump right into the next one. Like once you get out of a relationship, okay, boom, you're right into another one in like a month and a half. No, you may want to give yourself a little bit of time. And I'm not judging. I'm not judging. I'm just helping. We don't judge. We help here. But giving yourself that time to be just with you, to understand everything that had happened, and understand that you'll find, or somebody will find you, that will show you that is okay, that will help bring those walls down that you have built up. Someone who will understand your trauma, understand your past, and will help you heal. It is not on the person who you date for them to heal you. It's on you to heal you. But they are going to help you. I'm a very strong believer in that. I don't expect my man to heal me completely. Come in like he's God and cleanse me of everything that has happened. No. It's my duty to speak to who I need to speak to, go to therapy if I go to therapy, work out if that helps me. Whatever it is, whatever the regimen is to help me to get past what it is that has happened, that's on me. But him being my partner, he is going to show me that, okay, she's dealt with men lying. She's dealt with men saying they're one place and that they're, well, I guess that's lying, right? Lying, manipulating, being a narcissist, doing certain things that has triggered her. So let me show her and let me give her the reassurance that I'm not them. I'm not going to do what they did, and she can feel comfortable where she'll start letting her guard down. And vice versa. This is not just for guys to do with their girlfriends. This is girls doing it with their guys. It's the same thing, because guys have trauma too, as much as guys may not want to talk about it, or as much as guys may not want to admit it. Guys deal with that just the same. So let's be for real. The one thing that I would definitely say too is please be clear and stop putting out mixed signals. That's for anybody and everybody. Stop putting out mixed signals to people. Do you want to be in a relationship, or do you want to be by yourself? Are you looking for a long term, or are you looking just for a good time? Please be honest with people. I feel like that's another reason why so many people are so damaged now, because people who wanted something long term ended up being with people who just wanted something for fun. And then vice versa. It's like, what is the problem with you just saying, again, at this grown age, listen, all I really want to do is just enjoy myself, have a good time. Eventually I'll settle down. But right now, where I'm at this exact moment, I really just want to chill out. More women, and I say this to my guy friends who ask me this, and they're like, really? I'm like, yes. I'm like, what makes you guys think that we don't want to be told the truth? How we handle it is not your concern. How anybody handles your truth is not your concern. Just know that is the truth that I'm telling you, and that's where I lie and where I sit. If you're telling me all you want is just to have a good time, or if you're dating multiple people and if I want to be one of them, that is cool as well. But at least I know. And now I know where to put my emotions as a woman, because y'all love to sit here and say how emotional we are. And yes, we can be sometimes, depending on the situation. But, yeah, be honest. This summer, please be honest. Please be honest about what it is you're looking for. If you just want to have a good time, like I said, just say that. If you're looking for a summertime fling, just say that. It will keep people from getting hurt. The other thing I thought about was spending some time by yourself to figure out what it is you really want. And again, I did this twice after two big breakups. When I was in my 5-year one that was on and off, and then in the sort of recent, not really recent, but the 3-year one. The 5-year one I did not talk to after we broke up. I didn't talk to anybody. I didn't even date. I just stayed by myself. I went to the gym. I was going to work. I was hanging out with friends, and that's it. I wasn't looking for no one. I just did my own thing. And this one, kind of the same, but I did add the dating into it. Just knowing, because I knew exactly what I wanted. And if you were not giving that to me, then cool, I'm good. Like, we don't have beef, but nah, I'm straight. Like, I don't want to deal with it. But spending some time by yourself will definitely help you get to know you, and help you create your boundaries, and help you create your solid foundation as to what it is you're looking for in a partner, or knowing just about yourself, period. And again, this is not just a woman thing, gentlemen, because a lot of you, let's be clear, let's be honest, a lot of you need to be by yourself for a while and heal yourself and get on the program of becoming a better man, and stop thinking that you can jump from one bed to one bed to one bed between different legs and thinking you're going to find peace and solidarity when you're not. Just saying, not too hot of a tea, but the tea was hot. Anyway, like I said, spending some time by yourself helps clear your own mind. and helps you to not just process what they did, but what is it that you actually did or didn't do to cause this breakup or to cause the relationship to have its ups and downs, right? Reflecting on what your part and what your role was. That helps you become a better person for the next relationship that you do get into. And finding out what your hobbies are, finding out something more about yourself that you like to do. Like I always liked to write. I was always a writer. Like since I was a kid, I always wrote things. And I didn't find that my writing and reading comes together. But I really started to enjoy reading after my recent, I shouldn't say recent, it's been 3 years since that last relationship that I was in. I really enjoyed reading a lot. Not just that, but also doing pottery was fun too. I did pottery a few times. And being by the water. I always liked being by the water, but I really found solitude in just sitting by the water, listening to music, probably having like a snack or just reading and just being by myself. Even going to the movies by myself. My friends used to think that, oh, you're lying, you're going on a date with someone. No, I'm dead ass. Like, I'm really going by myself. Like, that was even peaceful for me to just enjoy a movie, have my popcorn, and sit there and just chill. I didn't care to have communication with anyone. I was just by myself. Find out what it feels like to be by yourself. If you can't stand the peace and just being with you, by you, only for yourself, then you're not going to find peace in being with anybody else. I strongly feel that. And the last thing is, when you're feeling lonely, is it because you haven't found peace within yourself? So it goes back to basically what I just said. When you are by yourself, you don't really feel lonely. When you are in your own space, you feel content with just it being you. If you get what I'm saying. Like, again, you have to, if you don't have that contentment of just, it's just me, I'm by myself, but I'm good. I don't feel like I need to call someone or I need to have somebody right next to me, or like that's, if you feel that way and you have to like have your friends around you all the time or be around a family member all the time, you're just lonely. Like, you just need someone to be at your side. Doesn't matter who it is, they just need to be there. You're just lonely and you need a human, or maybe even a pet. You can get a pet too, to be there to help you get through whatever it is you're getting through or going through. Don't get into a relationship just because you're lonely, because it's going to fail. Because you're not going to know exactly what to do. You're going to push them away when their needs to be met. You're not going to be fully there. You're just going to have this person around you all the time, but you won't know how to communicate. You don't want to do anything. It's just like having, I don't want to say, I don't want to compare a human to a dog, but yes, it's just like having a pet. Like, your dog is not going to really communicate with, well, sometimes they do. They communicate with you to let you know when they're ready to go to the bathroom or if they're hungry. But nonetheless, they're there just to be there. You see them walking around the house. You see them like playing with their toys. You just have someone, because some people refer to their animals as their kids. So you have someone or something there just to keep you company. You can't get into a relationship and expect the same thing. They're not just going to sit there and then when you're ready to give love or want love back, like they're just like a machine, like they're a robot. It doesn't work that way. And then more than likely the relationship will end because they're going to feel like they're only being used for your benefit and for your loneliness, but you're not giving them anything in the end. And then they may cheat on you. That's another thing. Not ever condoning it, but I'm just saying that will be something that they will do as well, because they may like you. They may really, feel like you're beautiful, you're this, you're that, and third, but you're not bringing any substance to the relationship. So what's the point? Don't get into a relationship if you're lonely. Learn to be by yourself. Learn to understand, why are you lonely? What are you feeling? What are you missing? How can you fill that void without damaging yourself, damaging your finances? Because if we really talk about it, some people who are lonely go shopping and spend everything that they have because they just need to buy and have new things or have things around them. And this is all just from observation. This is all from like what I've seen. This is all from what I've heard. Some of this is even from what I've had to learn. But it's true. And again, I'm only able to sit here and say half of the things that I say because I go based off of experience. Not only just my own, but from friends, from family members, from people who have hit me up and asked me questions. And then it's like you put two and two together and you really like spend some time with yourself to see, oh, baby, maybe I'm the problem. Like literally. Don't go doing irrational things just because you're by yourself or you feel like you're by yourself. Learn to be content with just you. In the end, there's no really time frame as to when you should be in a relationship and when you shouldn't. I feel like social media has to stop making it seem like, and influencers too, I'm coming for y'all just the same. Stop making it seem like if you don't have X, Y, and Z by this age, or I'm this age and I have this, and this, what are you doing with your life? Stop doing that. Because everybody is trying to figure it out. Everyone's trying to see where they fit in this world, what their purpose is, what God put them on this earth for. So, and that comes with relationships too. I know there are people who want to be in love. There are people who are opening themselves up more to the thought of being in a stable relationship and wanting to have a marriage or just have kids or just have a long-term companion. And I love that for everybody who's dealing or going through that. But that's not to say that you're behind if you're not in one. That's not to say that you're damaged if you're not in one. You just have things that you have to figure out. You have healing to do. But again, don't let the healing take forever because, again, we don't have forever. I'm not saying to rush into the first thing coming screaming at your door or the first DM that hits you up and he looks good or she looks good. No, again, have your boundaries, but and set your intentions, but figure out if you're really ready for it, or are you just looking to have someone around you because you feel like you're by yourself. And if you feel like you're by yourself or you feel like you need to always have or be around company, then I feel like you just need to dig deeper into why. And like I said, do not get into a relationship if you are lonely, because it's not going to end well. It's not going to last and it's not going to end well. So, I love you guys for listening. I hope you guys have a great week. I know it's Tuesday, so we're already almost to hump day. I have a very long week coming up. I'm so not looking forward to it, but it is what it is. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you guys for listening. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you share it. And I will check y'all in the next one.